Oh boy, we got a good one today. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got something super special because not too long ago I was talking about the Air Penny 6, and in that video I said that I had a shoe that I was like, I wanted to talk about, right? But I was gonna keep it to myself just because they were super special. I wanted to make a separate video on them, all that kind of good stuff. I finally got them in. I'm so excited. This, my friends, is the best hybrid of all time. Now, before we get into this, we do have a quick word from our sponsor. This video just happens to be brought to you guys by ShopTagger. What is ShopTagger? Good question. ShopTagger is a super easy, quick, and free tool that you can actually download on your browser, and all it does is kind of aggregate all of your favorite shops. Even if you're not a sneakerhead, like if you have a wife or girlfriend or boyfriend and they like shopping for anything, they have all kinds of stores that are in cooperation with ShopTagger, and again, they just kind of aggregate a bunch of information. So these personally were bought by me from eBay. They're one of the stores, and what you can do is you can choose eBay as one of your favorite stores, and then they will save that within your file, and then you'll get an email notification or a push notification on mobile when something that you like goes on sale or comes back in stock. They also have this brand new feature where they show you all of the latest coupon codes right at checkout. That way you never miss a deal. So if you're like me and you like to hunt for old stuff, like I have a mental checklist of lots of shoes, which is weird because you should have a real list. But I got so much in here where I'm just like constantly looking for stuff, and these were on that list. I finally got them checked off. So if you were interested, again, you could check ShopTagger. Link's gonna be in the description box below. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. It's just an extension that you put on your browser. It's a little tiny button, and that's all it is. Super easy, and it saves you money. Now, with that being said, let's talk about these guys, man. I swear these are the best hybrids of all time. I swear. So for those of you guys that are brand new to the sneaker scene or that just weren't paying attention back in like 2008-ish, 2009, when these guys originally released, this is the Nike Air Half Cent. It is the only sneaker, to my knowledge, I could be wrong, this is the only sneaker that is a signature sneaker of two people. Two people. The first one is Penny Hardaway, because it's an amalgam or a hybrid of all of his, almost, okay, I think they missed the model, but I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. But almost every single one of his signature shoes, his mainline shoes, not including the 5 and 6, because the 5 and 6 came way after this. Not way after, but it came after this. And, do you know who else is about?
Does he count?
He counts.
Are you sure?
Yeah. This guy right here, man, Little Penny. He's on the back. Look at that. It's on the bottom too. That little ass hologram. Look at that cute ass face. So yeah, man, this is the only shoe that I know of that is the signature of a toy and a man. Are you a man? Or am I a Muppet? Am I a Muppet? This right here is Little Penny, by the way, just in case you guys don't know. So, you know, introduce everybody. Little Penny, everybody. The world has changed since you were born and all that stuff. It's a different place. But this thing is awesome. He's wearing a pair of black and Royal Air Penny 3s in OG colorway. I fell in love with this dude way back in the day. I had a poster of him, and it was the dopest poster. Well, I loved all my MJ posters, but it was a different type of flavor. You know what I mean? Like MJ was like iconic. Penny was cool though. I mean, he had a Little Penny. Look at that poster. I loved it. I loved it. Penny was a beast. So was Little Penny. But yeah, this little dude is awesome. I'm never gonna open him. It was given to me by a friend of mine that I used to hoop with back in the Bay. Shout out to Aldwin. I appreciate you. He's supposed to talk, but his batteries are dead. Look at that. There's Pimp Penny, and then there's regular Penny, like Home Team Penny. He's even got a little trigger on his head where you can like move his mouth. So he's got a soft head and he's got a movable bottom lip. Super weird, but I mean, hey, it was history, man. It was history. And this is his shoe, the Half Cent. Awesome, man. I'm telling you, dude, it's the only sneaker that I know of that is a signature shoe of an action figure or a doll and a person. And again, this is a hybrid shoe. So this shoe right here, it takes the Air Penny 1, the Air Penny 2, the Air Penny 3. I think it skips on the 4. That's the one that I don't really see that in here anywhere. Plus the Foamposite one, puts them all together, and it just does it so beautifully, so beautifully. This shoe is amazing. This thing was hot back then too, dude. This was selling out. Retail was $190. That was still expensive even for 08. Like think about it, like an Air Jordan Retro right now retails for $190. This was doing it back then. This colorway was the launch colorway. Obviously it was the one that was kind of like off of Penny's original Team to Orlando Magic, but they had some other fire colorways. They had like an all black joint that was super dope. They had a black and silver joint that reminds me of like certain Foamposite colorways or the Total Max Up Tempo Foamposites, if you guys remember those. There was the cranberry ones. It was like a deep red. There was the eggplant ones, which was the purple. There was a black with a neon green bottom. There's all kinds of colorways, dude. I hope one day these come back because these are old, man. These are nasty, but they're still dope though. Now, as far as tech specs are concerned, I don't know everything about this shoe. All I can do is kind of like see what I see and then tell you what it is. So obviously right here in the back, you got a visible air sole unit. So this is taken from the Penny 3. The air sole unit, or Air Max unit, I should say, and that little ribbed section is all from the Penny 3. Looks fucking awesome. And the Penny 3 is coming back this year. I'm so excited. Now moving on up to the forefoot, most pennies are very much like LeBron's, where they had Air Max in the back and Zoom Air in the front. And that's all pennies that I know of. So the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4 all had it. The Foamposite was the only one that was different, where it had full length zoom, plus a double stack unit in the heel, or an additional unit in the heel, which made it double stacked. The Penny 5 and 6 are sportswear models, so they don't have all that tech. They do have the visible air unit in the heel, but they don't have forefoot cushioning and all that stuff. And I believe these are the same. I couldn't find any like Zoom Air in here, which was kind of unfortunate. So a little bummed out about that, but they do have the Air Max in the back. Again, the bottom here is just kind of like the Penny 3. This is from the Penny 3. These two little pods right there are from the Penny 3. And then they move it on up into the Foamposite 1 tip right there, which just, I mean, no hybrid has done this well. Look at the bottom. What do you see?
Herringbone traction.
Yeah, but what else though? She don't know. She about to get schooled right here. So
no, it has the little circle things like on all the other Penny shoes.
Not all the other pennies. It's on the Air Penny 2. This is the Penny 2. That's the Foamposite 1. They did such a good job. There is a shank plate right here, but it's not real. I mean, it's a real shank plate, but it's made to look like carbon fiber, but it's not carbon fiber, it's just plastic. So that's a bummer. Now the upper itself is Foamposite. The Foamposite obviously comes from the Foamposite 1, but it also comes from the Nike Air Penny 3. The wing, it's on the side, the liquid wing. So it's a little bit of both, where you got thick Foamposite and thin Foamposite, just like the 3 and the Foamposite 1. What I really like though is that you get two visuals out of these guys. So the outside right here looks like the Penny 1, right? The jewel swoosh, all that stuff, just gorgeous, right? The Penny 2 right here with the piping, the ribbed suede. But turn on the inside, what's that?
Foamposite.
The Foamposite, man, and it looks so cool. This is probably my favorite view of the shoes, the inside. Now that little guy right there, that's from the Penny 3. So not a lot of Penny 3 is on here, but just enough. And then the internal booty could be from almost any penny, because they pretty much all had them except for the Penny 2. Penny 2 just had a tongue, but the tongue did look like this. So this is the Penny 2's tongue. Instead of having the 1-cent penny logo right there, they have the half logo, but still in that font, which is super dope. And it's got the pinstripes right there for the Orlando Magic jerseys. This is the embodiment of a hybrid, man. You know, it's got a little bit of everything and it all actually look good. They're kind of boot-like, you know what I mean? They're a little high cut. Again, like the Penny 3, it's kind of got that overall shape and all that stuff. I really don't see the Penny 4 in here at all though. That's a little bit of a disappointment to me, just because I really like the Penny 4. The Penny 4s are dope. The Penny line is just sick. Like the Penny line is, in case you guys don't know, I'm a big Jordan fan. I'm a diehard Jordan fan, but there's certain other signature shoes and series that I just absolutely love. For performance, it's the Kobe line. The Kobe line I feel like is one of the most consistent performance lines of all time, but one of the best looking like lines ever is just Penny's line. The 1 is fire. The 2 is fire. It's one of my favorite shoes ever. The 3 is fire, and I love hooping in those. The 4 is fire, even though you don't like those, but I like those. The Foamposite is cool. I don't technically count that as a signature. It's got to have your name on there. Your name has to be a part of the shoe. You can put PE logos, you can put branding, all that stuff, and it makes it their shoe because it's theirs specifically, made for them only. That's what a PE is about. But if it's a signature shoe, it's got to have their name on there. However, it technically said Foamposite 1, which only stands for one dude. He wore the number 1, so that's Penny's shoe. And then the 5 and 6 again are just sportswear models. They're kind of like afterthoughts. Now these guys do fit a little bit big. They fit a little loose. I don't know how else to say it. So if you wanted a nice snug fit and you were looking for a pair of these on the aftermarket and all that stuff, I would probably go down a size, or not a full size, but a half size. Sorry, yeah, for a half cent. If you're just wearing them casually though, you could go either way. These are my true size, and again, I wouldn't play in these, although they don't have a lot of tech either, and they're kind of old. Like I think this shoe, the sole's gonna come off soon, so that needs to be fixed. But true to size casually, half a size down if you're gonna hoop in them, though it's not recommended just due to their age. So you're not a fan of Penny shoes, really? You don't really like any of them.
You know what's funny is the only one that I can really remember is the 2, just because
well, I mean, they're all over there.
But I don't remember the 4, so, but I believe you when you're like, you don't like them. I'm like,
they're the ones that are upstairs that I just wore with the strap that goes loose.
Oh.
They're all white leather with the stitching up them.
Okay, you're right. I don't like those.
They're fucking awesome. Every time I put them on, she's like, your feet look so puffy. But what do you think about these? Are these your jam? Do you even like foam posits, the foam posit shoe?
No, I don't. What I was gonna say is this is probably the only shoe, and I know that foam posit has been used on LeBrons and all that. I think, and it could to do with the color, because this is one of my favorite colors, but I think it works on this shoe. This shoe actually looks pretty cool.
What? That took a second to hit.
What?
That took a second to register. What the f? You think these are dope? Or you didn't say dope, you said cool.
I would not use that word because that is not in my vernacular, but yeah.
Okay, Velma. Yeah, vernacular? What the f? Jeez. You like these?
I mean, don't go find me a pair or anything.
Oh, I won't. Trust me. I need to find me another pair. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm shocked.
But yeah, I feel like it's like not a ridiculous amount of it.
Look, that just...
I do not like the foam posits whatsoever.
You don't like none of the pennies, man. that just, let me tell you, this is the best hybrid of all time. Of all time. If you got somebody like this, they don't like any of the solo models, and they're like, these are cool though. Best hybrid of all time. They made it work.
They did.
But anyways, that pretty much takes care of for these guys. This is the Nike half cent. Surprisingly, no penny in the name. It's literally on the box. It just says half cent.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I think the penny line in general is super special. 1 through 6, I think they're all fire. I love them all. They have consistent design language.
They do. I will give them that.
They all have that lateral wing, except for the 4. But the 4 kind of still has that look to it though. So yeah, I just think that the penny line is so dope. Anyways, that takes care of it for these guys. Again, the Nike half cent. Let us know what you think about these down below in the comment section. Do you remember them? Were you here in the sneaker realm back then? Are you new here? Do you not know what the f these are? You're like, oh my God, they look like foam posit hiking boots.
I was in the womb. What are these?
Probably. Let us know down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, guys, have a good one.